Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the upper bracket semi-finals. We are here in Europe. It is the console gamers' time. It is their time to shine. And we have, on the left-hand side in this upper bracket, Oblivion on the left. And on the right, we have SmelvinIND. We are on Hell's Heaven to start us off. Loser of this will go down to the lower bracket. If you want to see who their opponents are, then go check out yesterday and the day before's videos. But for now, we're starting off with the Hela and the Wolverine bands. Very interesting considering we did have two hovers from the side of Oblivion for that Wolverine. Doctor Strange going to be secured, as is the Star-Lord. Giving Felix, by the looks of it, their chosen choice. Adam Warlock taken out with Star-Lord in play. We're going to remove one of the big American lean strategies, which is bringing out the Mantis, Adam Warlock, and Star-Lord combination. And now, Oblivion, final ban of this first game. It is going to be Magic taken out. They don't want anyone diving that backline. Now, there's a chance that these teams may have had the time to do some research on each other as well. Here we go. Ah, the Hulk is available. So we're going to see the Iron Man Hulk combo with the Doctor Strange as the add-on here for Oblivion. Or a Smelvin. There we go. There's their Iron Man. And the Star-Lord. I don't think that Jeff is going to get locked in. I'm gonna be honest, lads. And lasses. And is there a gender-neutral L term? Landis? Labows? I don't know. Answers in the comments. Let's introduce our two teams, ladies and gentlemen. On the left-hand side, it is going to be Oblivion. And playing for them, we have Jelk Lord 44 on the Lunar Snow. Felix S1 going to be playing the Star-Lord. Lemon Elk, they will be playing the Incredible Hulk. Hench Hippo will be on. Isn't that part of the rhyme? I'll have to Google that later because that name sounds familiar. They're playing the Iron Man. Chowfan 63 will be on the Mantis, and Keldon is on Doctor Strange. On the right-hand side, coming through the portal, it is Smelvin, and they have Adorheart playing the Doctor Strange. Grooting is instead hulking. Look, EO is going to be playing the Iron Man. Kieran is going to be on the Lunar Snow. Josh is on the Star-Lord. And Dini's is going to be playing the Mantis. I promise you I will not be extending those names out as the game continues. Starting off already, position taken by Smelvin. Taking a bit of the early lead. Adore playing quite far forward. But they see the flank, able to move back into position. Taking the more central spot, trying to move directly onto Keldon, but they're getting dove pretty hard here. Healing is coming out. Gamma Maelstrom for a little bit of extra healing as they get rid of that price of magic. Trying to dive onto the Iron Man, but taking so much damage here. But now the team is split in two as the frontliners for Oblivion have moved out onto Smelvin, really cutting off their movement here. Kieran trying to keep the team alive, but they're being targeted from multiple angles right now. Josh having to pull back and in fact entering into the 1 versus 1 duel with Felix. Chowfan keeping the team healed up with that Soul Resurgence pushing on through. Jelk Lord, here comes the Invisible Pulse Cannon coming out, finds no one because Leo was actually taken out here by Felix. Here comes the Fate of Both Worlds from Jelk Lord. Kieran doing the same thing. As Oblivion, they're still holding the numbers advantage here. They're still holding on to this point for the moment. As a Lemon Elk pushing on forward. Down goes Hench Hippo. Galactic Legend from Josh to try and burn their way through this front line. Really trying to get onto Keldon there, but getting zoned out. The duel between the Star-Lords. It's Felix that comes out on top with the later Galactic Legend, able to choose their targets a little quicker. Dodging away from the Hulk. The hyper mobility on this Star-Lord, able to just really zone out the opponents, and Oblivion are finally able to take some control over the point. And Chippo has also still been holding on to this invincible pulse cannon. Sending shots downrange. They've got the Lunar Snow healing, so that it doesn't matter where they are, as long as someone is getting healed, so will Hedge Hippo. Classic combo when you've got someone who is hyper mobile. Unibeam coming out, trying to win the 1v1. They take out Leo. Hedge Hippo tanking through, huge damage with the empowerment onto both the frontliners. Felix takes out Josh, Chow takes out Adorn, and Hedge Hippo finishes off Grooting. And Oblivion, they're still quite far behind. Smelvin got up to 88% on that initial hold, but Oblivion are creeping back up and are putting on quite the performance here, rooting back into that incredible Hulk form. Hippo is poking away as best as they can. Leo's actually taking a little bit of damage here. He's trying to get the right angle. There's the Unibeam. Trying to focus onto the backline as Soul Resurgence comes out. Forced to back away. Hedge Hippo lost their ult there. Gets picked off by Leo in the 1v1. Chow Fan healing the team as best as they can. Trying to keep the team topped up for the main part of this fight. As Jelk Lord may need to drop the Fate of both worlds, which they do. And that allows them to pick off Adorn. 74%. Felix with the Galactic. Oh, Invincible Pulse Cannon takes out Keldon and Jelklord. Hedge Hippo goes down to Leo as well, as Leo wins yet another fight and even gets Felix. Leo on point right now. Able to kite back the Hulk, pop them into batter, and just watch them get eliminated here. Smelvin have claimed back control as they're taking that last 10%. Portal coming out from Oblivion to get them back onto the point. Leo sending out damage, trying to get them the best option they can. Good charge from Grooting. Locks down Hedge Hippo, and they're able to finish the job. Leo dropping low, needs some healing, trying to dash back to the rest of their team. Dropping low, but they're finally going to start getting that Lunar Snow buffed healing as their front lines are getting healed up as well. Down goes Hulk into Bruce Banner form as Smelvin are looking to close this out, melting through the last few members. But that is going to be Leo taken out. Who is left to hold this line? D-Days used their healing output with the Soul Resurgence to try and buy a little bit of extra time, but it has expired. Eye of Agamotto comes out, stuns out Chow Fan. Hedge Hippo has swapped off of the Iron Man, is bringing out the Black Panther to try and burst through this defense, but they're getting zoned out. Smelvin take point number 1 on the first map. Setting themselves up very nicely at this early stage. We're going to see Hedge Hippo swap back to the Iron Man? Yes, we do. Picking up just that quick Black Panther to try and burst through the defense.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Be strong together.
Now, what do we see in terms of any swap arounds? Looks like none. These teams just going to be continuing the mirror match. Let's have a look at the stats right now. Let's see who is winning the mirror matches. Leo getting way more final hits and quite a bit more damage than Hedge Hippo right now.
4, 3, 2.
Otherwise, looking pretty even across the board. Lemon Elk is currently outperforming Grooting, but not by much. Otherwise, we're looking pretty close between the two teams right now. Felix on the flank right now, trying to just take out Leo. But Josh is here as well, making it a little bit harder. Outnumbered. Phoenix goes down. Lemon Elk trying to pressure forward, get some good damage, but it's dropped low, forced to back out. Keldon is dropped low. Felix only just respawning. Forced to back away. Solo tanking on that Hulk. It's doable, but not easy. especially when your opponents are all flying. You can tackle someone out the air as the Incredible Hulk, but when there's two of them, that health ball is going to melt very quickly. And Shippo moving in with the rest of the team. Both Iron Men with that Invincible Pulse Cannon. Unibeam comes out. Hulk actually got the tackle there by the looks of it. Trying to get onto the Iron Man. Leo dropping low, but takes out Hench Hippo anyway. Galactic Legend coming out, tanking through, trying to hold up. Eating a lot of damage, but the Fate of both worlds staying low, so they remain inside the healing, forced to dash away. That was the Soul Resurgence, my mistake. Still the healing output. Now the Fate of both worlds coming in from Kieran. Once again, Leo moves into it to make sure that their team has the maximum healing output. Galactic Legend coming in from Josh, trying to melt through everyone in their way. Jelclord with the Fate of both worlds is trying to keep their team alive. They held onto theirs a little bit longer so that their team has the chance to tank through. It's 57% currently for Smelvin. Looks like Oblivion have been able to take control of the position, but the counter-attack is already beginning for the side of Smelvin. They're able to push them back and are starting to tick through. Good healing coming out from Jelk. Aya Magamoto coming out from a door, trying to get some stuns. Invincible Pulse Cannon blocked beautifully. Leo is held onto theirs. Hench Hippo taken out. And they're charging forward. Zone them back all the way into base. If you can, take out one. Leo finding one target already. They're going to try and push forward. Grooting. Really piling on the pressure there. Being forced to retreat back onto the objective though. You can see that jump's already charged up. Going with the toggle jump, not the hold to jump. Onto the high ground, immediately to both front lines, but will back up. Don't want to get themselves caught out of position here.
I am ready to put on a show.
There's the healing coming out from Dini's. And Jordan here, Aya Magamoto is at the ready for Keldon, which is going to come out here. Gets a three-person stun. Josh is down. Dini's and Kieran are tagging through thanks to the Fate of both worlds. Maximum Pulse! Takes out Felix, but not able to finish off the rest thanks to the healing. It's in overtime right now. Oblivion having to drop everything they can. Invincible Pulse Cannon stunned out with the Gamma Stun. Radioactive lockdown onto Hench Hippo, preventing that Invincible Pulse Cannon from coming down. Here comes Josh with the Galactic Legend, trying to remove that aerial damage. Great positioning by Hench Hippo, but there's very little they can do about it as Felix looks for the counter. Trying to get another pickup. Aya Magamoto down onto the low ground, stunning out Lemonelk. Down goes Oblivion. Who is left for both teams right now? 3 versus 3. Lemonelk, their ult is about to expire, sending them out of that Hulk smash. They're trying to burst through. Teams are returning. Neither one is going down. We're in overtime, but there's only a couple points left here as Smelvin are looking to close this out, but there's a lot of members of Oblivion on the point. Fate of both worlds by Jelk here, holding this for them, giving them the maximum amount of time with the expert healing, but they've already lost Felix, who did not have the health to last through this. Hench Hippo goes down without being able to ult. Keldon dropping low. Radioactive Maelstrom for a little bit of extra time, but everyone is cleaned out. And Smelvin able to take game number 1 in a 2-0 here. Someone fetch Odeon, because Smelvin's plan is going all according to plan. Grooting with the MVP, piling on the pressure that game. 12 eliminations for Leo, definitely winning the Armor Wars there. Felix winning the Star Wars. Able to get 10 final hits compared to the 8 of Josh. Damage outputs, though, pretty similar. Very little difference between the two. Top damage in the game. Very close, actually. It's going to be going over to Adore on that Doctor Strange, really playing that aggressive front line. 17k, 3k more than basically anyone else in the game. Top damage blocked. Looks like it is also going to be Adore. Adore putting on quite the performance here, topping the majority, quite a few of those charts there. Only going to get eliminated 4 times as well. lower than their tank counterparts on the enemy team. Except for both Hulks, who just have that level of insane resilience, both of them only going down twice. The Hulks, incredibly even. We were talking about that. They are just coming up. Just everything's coming up in their favor. 7 final hits. 13-9 in terms of eliminations. Only went down twice. More assists for Grooting. Definitely is what carrying them into that MVP. Damage blocked, almost identical, but a little bit more for Lemonel. But you'll often see that from the losing team. Very even play between those two. Alright, that's game number 1 of this best of 5. Let's go get ourselves set up for map number 2. As we approach crowning our console champion here in Europe, they get a little taste of royalty as we are heading to Royal Palace for game number 2. Going to be seeing Doctor Strange as the first ban. Very interesting. Adore put on quite the performance. Just going to remove it from play. Smelvin on the left now, Oblivion on the right. They have swapped sides. Goodbye Wolverine, and the lock-in on the Hela. Hela was banned out game number 1, sneaking through this time. What do we see as the secure from Oblivion? What do they enjoy the most? What got them through the most? There it is, the Star-Lord. We did mention that Felix did barely outperform on that Star-Lord, so locking that in, they know it's strong. Now, Hela can be very good against Star-Lord, though, so they do have to be a little careful. Might be worth banning out the Iron Man, potentially. Leo was very strong on that, and currently Bruce Banner is available, but nope, they're going to stick with taking out the magic. Smelvin, once again, taking out that Adam Warlock, removing that combo.
Hero or villain, I'm not judging.
Very predictable so far. And do we see Josh once again on that Star-Lord? I don't think this is coming through the door. Let's be honest. I don't think this particular no-heal composition, quadruple damage, double tank composition is going to make it through the door. Let's be honest here. On the other side, for Smelvin, very interesting. No Hela for them. They are bringing out the Namor to go with that Star-Lord here. So there is a rollout strategy that they could use here, but it would require a Doctor Strange. So I very much doubt that we will see the Scarlet Witch making through. Now Storm, that is actually a viable rollout character. You don't leave the base with it, but you can give your team a quick speed boost as they leave, and that way they can get to the point a little bit faster. Now we're going to start seeing the swap outs. There we go. Here comes the Cloak and Dagger. There is the Lunar Snow.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Classic composition here. We've got the Magneto. We've got the Hulk. We've got Psylocke. We, of course, have Hela. And of the double classic supports from release tournament option. We have Lunar Snow, and we have the Mantis. On the other side, Hench Hippo taking the high ground through the broken stained glass. Landing quite a few hits here. We're in the Oceanic Dominions. There we go, being dropped onto the low ground.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
Not the best spot here. These walls can block a couple angles. You might want to move a little bit further forward. Trying to send shots down range, trying to spot anyone. There you go. A little bit further forward here. High up on the walls is also good, but in this map, low is not bad because they get better angles to try and hit people up top. Like you can see, that Hela is piling on the pressure up there. Adore dropping a little bit low, going to start to get healed up. Good damage onto Felix, looking to try and finish them off. Henshipo has already fallen down here. Down goes Felix, and we are seeing Oblivion starting to fall here. Jelklord is down. Adore's taking a nap. Venus healing the team. Chasing down our Hulk as a Mantis. Able to successfully pick up the elimination. 27% for Oblivion. They did take the point first, but once again, Smelvin able to retake control and try and set themselves up for potentially a match point if they're able to take this map. Another domination, so another 2 out of 3. Taking out those Oceanic Dominions, trying to land those shots. Here comes... There goes the Galactic Legend. Felix taken down. Josh with the Dance of the Butterfly, but not needing it yet. Pressure a little bit into the backline. Meteor M into the backline. Takes out Chaos Fan. Keldon now trying to mirror their own. Not able to find the target. Gets some good damage onto Dinas, but they are getting zoned back here. Dropping the shields, but down they go. Rooting. Going to be popped out of that ult. Back into full banner form, but no mercy. They do not seem to be bothered that they are no longer in Hulk form. They're just going to start using that Gamma Blaster. Can we talk about how crazy it is that Boy brought a radiation gun to the battle? That's crazy. No mercy for Bruce Banner. Henshipo pressuring forward, setting themselves up. Rooting, transforming back into that incredible Hulk form. Lots of ultimates at the ready. Neva team wanting to activate them. Leo's going to be the first to blink as they pop that Goddess of Death. There comes the Fate of Both Worlds to try and help tank through this, and it is succeeding. You can see the damage coming out, but immediately is disappearing. Josh now has been the most patient once that Fate of Both Worlds has expired. Smelvin maybe in a position where they can utilize this with all the support, all those strategist ultimates down. This is their time to try and blow up some backliners. But Josh playing a very wide wraparound play. Kieran returning from base. Leo also on a huge flank here. Not able to find the targets except Henshipo, who is dropping low once again. Getting healed up by the Mantis. Josh currently up above. And here it is. Dance of the Butterfly takes out one. Chow Fan down as well. That is both the strategists removed for the side of Oblivion. And Smelvin cleaning up there. Felix and Henshipo go down as well off to the side. And that's going to be a full team wipe by Smelvin in overtime. Who is there to stop them? Jelklord trying to make it to the point, but that is point number 1 on map 2. Going over to Smelvin. Smelvin looking dominant right now. Rooting. Turning into that incredible Hulk. Very interesting to see the actual strength difference between some teams here. Now Oblivion, they absolutely have the ability to try and get their way back into this. They've shown they can take fights. But this is starting to look like a Team Cats of the console world right now. Also in Europe. Smelvin looking tough right now. Henshipo. Back on the Black Panther. Will it make it through the gate?
3, 2, 1.
Looks like yes. Opening with Black Panther. Once again, no Hela, no Psylocke, none of those classic PC must picks for Oblivion. Leaving Smelvin to pick up a lot of the meta picks, at least in Season 0. Getting to pressure. Galactic Legend right off the back. Adore with the Meteor M to absorb some of it. Felix takes out Josh, though. Felix does get stunned out. Hedge Hippo on the flank, looking to try and see if they can pick up any of the backline members. Meteor M came out and was blocked beautifully. Smelvin tanking through very nicely here. And Hippo actually trying to focus down the Hulk here. Here comes the Soul Resurgence from Hedge Hippo. Gelclaw taking out Kieran. They're starting to get some momentum here. Spear blocked, but the dash isn't. Slow and steady, Oblivion. This game is starting to get a little bit of momentum going. They're starting to pick up a couple of eliminations. And they're looking pretty good here. They have control of the point. Grooting, in fact, is popped down once again, sent back to spawn by Gelclaw. Gelclaw, by the way, has been absolutely insane this round, picking up so many eliminations. Hit scan on a strategist. Pretty powerful. Go with the clap heals. Pressuring forward. They have Fate of Both Worlds at the ready. Lemon Elk has dropped into that Hulk smash form, but you can see Grooting is matching the same and is pressuring the backline. Here's the Fate of Both Worlds to match that ult and cancel it out. There goes Grooting. There's a little bit of damage, and then it's just immediately shut down. Dance of the Butterfly dropped a touch early, but it's still getting some good damage output. Lemonel takes out Kieran. Dance of the Butterfly not getting the damage output here. We're starting to see Oblivion in full control. Finally, the Goddess of Death will pick up something for them. Leo chased down from behind as Felix isolates yet another one. Oblivion suddenly dominating as if it was never even close. Waiting for those final points. 6%. Still doable. Hulk in position to step onto the point and will make their way on. Grooting, Unbreakable Guard is taken out as they're trying to hold this. Felix forced to dash away, but he's getting that Lunar Snow healing. Here comes the Galactic Legend going on to the backline members, trying to take out anyone. Meteor M onto the backline, but it finds no one. Lemonel takes out Kieran. And once again, Oblivion are picking up the early pickups here. Felix takes out Dini's. Chow Fan is finally gone. Josh getting onto Gelclaw, giving them some kind of counter, but the damage output from Felix, who appears to be completely uncontested here. Smelvin dropping low. It is the last couple seconds of overtime. Grooting out of Hulk form is attempting to solo this as Bruce Banner right now. Bruce Banner versus Magneto. Dropping him low. Meteor M. He dodges it. He's able to stay in this. Finally goes down, but his team has touched the point. Kieran trying to hold it. Adore, who swapped to the Venom to make sure they can stand on the point in time. They've recaptured it. And Smelvin are holding. They're back in it on 99%. Oblivion need to capture one more time. Josh being forced to retreat back through that corridor. Not a great place for a Starlord to be, as there's very little space to move. Phoenix on the high ground. Hedge Hippo wrapping around, spotted by Grooting. Just going to retreat to the rest of their team. Taking a little bit of damage on the way. Making their way in. Oblivion, they just need to win one team fight. One recapture, and it's over. Down goes both the healers immediately, meaning it's basically down to Adore to stop this cap from going over. Adore and Grooting. Leo is off to the side, trying to do any kind of damage, but they are picked off. It is purely the frontliners now. Grooting didn't get their ult off in time. They are taken out. Adore, they need to step on that point. They've got to touch if they want to try and contest it, which they do. Frenzied Arrival immediately stunned out by the radioactive lockdown. Swing in, swing off. Overtime ticks down. And Oblivion are back in it. Oblivion making it look easy. Where did that come from? Comes down to this. If Oblivion can win, they even up the map score. If Smelvin win, we are heading to a match point for them. Popping back to that Incredible Hulk. Will Adore stick with this Venom? I wouldn't think so. There we go. Standing still. gonna be swapping it out. I love those last second picks. I always love those last second picks. Magneto walks incredibly slowly. If you go down and it's close to the end of the game, absolutely you should switch to something fast. If you're an Adam Warlock, yes, that revive could be useful. Doesn't matter if you can't make it to the point. Sometimes it might be worth picking up like a Luna Snow or a Mantis or a Jeff. Someone who goes fast. Someone who can reach the point in time. Basically anyone who isn't Adam Warlock. My favorite character. Damage dealers. All well and good if you're playing an insane the mortar game. Not going to make a difference if you don't make it onto the point before the game goes down. Point going to be taken. Galactic Legend right off the back from Felix, but they are taken out of the sky here. Head Hippo goes down. Gelclord is on the backline trying to keep the team healed up as Oblivion are falling here. The pressure's coming in. Keldon has swapped over to the Venom as the opener for the side of Oblivion. Rooting going to be popping that Hulk smash that they weren't able to activate last time. Gelclord able to escape, able to get out of there. Little bit of damage coming out from Grooting. Smelvin able to take the first cap on the point. Hippo from the side, spear, but no hard engage. Not while they're not full health. Now they find it, dash through, kick back, taking out Dinas, and they get Leo as well. Beautiful job by Hippo. Feast of the Abyss coming out from Keldon as well as they are pushing through. Fate of both worlds from Kieran, trying to buy a little bit of extra time so that they can try and turn around, but as it expires, Kieran drops low. Barely standing up, trying to get away from everyone chasing them down, but that Incredible Hulk is on them. Josh takes to the sky though, takes out Chow Fam. Wants one more. The building respawn, gonna deny them though, taking a lot of damage from Keldon, and they will go down. Oblivion retake control. For the first time this round, Oblivion back in play. Less aggressive than we saw from the start of that last round, but they're looking pretty strong still. Galactic Legend coming out from Felix once again. Onto the backline, finds Josh, but everyone is now standing in that Soul Resurgence. They can't get that damage output done. Not enough damage, so Oblivion, they're just going to back up, wait it out. Leo trying to whittle down those lower health pool members. Gets the Unbreakable Guard. Venom from above, frenzied arrival. Finds Hippo, who was trying to dive deep. Hulk pressuring them. Leo forced to go further in. Takes one. Looking for the second if they can take out Star-Lord, which they can. Leo back in play. Here comes the Venom, though. There goes the Venom, though. Leo with the pickups there, just when needed. Lucky statue. See you later. Nice seeing you. Leo with the high ground position right now. Able to get the good damage output. Getting the damage boost even from Mantis. Again, trying to take out those lower health pool members. Take him out early. Full wraparound. Whole team going for the wraparound there, but Felix already taken out. Goddess of Death to keep Leo in this game. Meteor M as well. Onto the backline, taking out Gelclaw. Both the supports are down. No more strategists, no more Head Hippo. Felix coming back from base. Keldon was able to swing away, but they now have basically no health, getting the shield. But that is round over. We are now on match point for Smelvin, as they have full control in this series. But Oblivion showing signs of strength. Showing that they have the potential to try and bring this back. But they need to find that potential soon, because it is match point. One more map loss, and Smelvin will be moving on to that upper bracket final. Looking looking at these statistics. Top damage, of course, going over to Leo. Not too surprising here at all. Top damage blocked, going over to both the Hulks, Grutig and Lemonelk. Putting on quite a performance for their teams. Supports pretty much almost exactly even, 2,000 between the side of Smelvin and the side of Oblivion. Very impressive performance across the board here. Well, 19-11 on the final hits. Highest on the side of Oblivion is 9 by Felix, who was putting on a great performance there. And Lemonelk able to grab a couple when they dove in deep as well. Well, is this going to be a match point situation or the beginning of a reverse sweep? We're going to find this out right after we head to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with game number 3 of this best of 5 in the upper bracket semi-finals for Europe on console. Marvel Rivals Championship. Buzzwords, let's go. Hello everyone, sorry for the slightly longer break than usual. I had to run to the bathroom. We are heading to Shin Shibuya. Hella already taken out, don't blame them. That was terrifying. Leo showing up on yet another character. Wolverine going to be taken out. Being target banned pretty consistently by Smelvin. It's either something they're worried about going against or they've done some research into Oblivion. Doctor Strange going to be protected this time though, which means the door back onto that Strange. Oblivion, what is their protect? Felix has been doing very well on this Star-Lord so far. And as such, it will get protected once again. What are we going to see as third ban from Oblivion? What else has been problematic for them? Perhaps the Hulk? They take out the Iron Man. Very interesting. Now, banning out the Hulk, if you're not planning on playing it, which it looks like they are, which is why they're keeping it, that actually can shut down the Iron Man in some cases, as in this current patch, the Iron Man is very heavily leaning on that Gamma upgrade, just for the huge damage output. There goes the Black Panther.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Target banning out Hench Hippo here. But this does mean that Jelglord is able to get onto the Adam Warlock, meaning they have the full Guardians triple here. If they choose to. Felix, yeah, I was about to say it'd be weird if you didn't at this point. What is Hench Hippo picking, though? With Iron Man and Black Panther removed, what is their other option? Defense currently for Smelvin. They are on match point. They have Josh on that the more. Kieran is bringing out the Lunar Snow, so they get that buff, which means Leo is going to be sticking with that Star-Lord. On the side of Oblivion, we have very much predictable choices here, as they finally have been allowed that Adam Warlock. Now, what do we see for Hench Hippo? It's gonna be a Moon Knight. Okay. Very cool.
4, 3, 2.
They didn't really have any other options that would team up with any of their allies here. So they're just picking someone who does pretty reasonable damage, assuming they don't get targeted. No portals. A little bit of damage coming out right away from Grutig. Grutig's so scary on this Hulk. They want to try and get onto a door. Josh. on this Namor, has the high ground, immediately sending Lemonelk out of there. Jumps up, immediately starts eating that Oceanic Dominion, has to force their way back down to the low ground. Just juggling height here. Aquatic Dominions trying to focus, stop this wraparound play. Good pickup onto Felix. Josh in control there. Felix will, of course, be able to revive thanks to that Adam Warlock Cocoon team-up power. Josh forced into the Oceanic Blessing there. The Aquatic Blessing, sorry. They dove pretty hard. In a little bit of trouble. Sends out the Aquatic Dominion. Has their team there. That will buy them time. Finds a flanking Adam Warlock. Going in for the 1v1. Gets taken out. Jelk. Doing some good damage here as it looks like Oblivion are in control at the moment. Adam Warlock, he doesn't have mobility. He doesn't really have a low cooldown heal. His heal does splash, does chain around corners, which is very good. But the big value you get from Adam Warlock is spreading damage amongst your team to prevent targeting and damage. Adam Warlock DPS, you can see with that Cosmic Cluster, really adds up. And the burst healing is very effective. Lovely use of Cosmic Cluster there as Gelclord burning through. Chain heal to heal up. You can see using autos to cancel out that Cosmic Cluster, preventing you the need to reload. Down goes Leo off the edge. Completely trapped away from their team. Their life getting staggered here. So they'd rather at this point just end it so that they can rejoin their team and help with the defense instead of getting juggled in this backline. And Chippo. We already talked about it on this Moon Knight. Sending out the Arc, getting some good damage. Hulk in the backline, popping the Hulk smash so they can get a good angle here. Trying to pressure. Team coming in. That is a beautiful hand of Khonshu. Wipes out Dinas, but Leo takes them out on the other side. Karmic Revival coming out from Gelclord, though. Brings back 3. Can't reach Hedge Hippo, though. So they just kind of have to let it go. Great block onto the Eye of Agamotto. They're back, but they are still damaged. They're getting healed up slowly, but they are trying to break through this entrance, and they're successfully being able to do so. Starting to creep forward as Felix, tackled out the sky during Galactic Legend, is in trouble, forced to just head up. But they are able to push through. Oblivion tanking through here. Gelclord gonna bring himself back with the Cocoon. Blaster Barrage from Felix. They're deep inside the enemy backline here, and they are picking up KOs. Oblivion, the one time they are allowed to pick the Adam Warlock, and suddenly they are smashing through. Call me biased because I love Adam, but it's working right now. Making their way forward. A little bit of damage onto Leo. Trying to find their targets here. And Chippo once again piling on some pressure as well. Lemonelk diving in and out. Shielding their team. Giving us a little bit of protection with that Unbreakable Guard. On the other side, Josh goes down. Leo on the flank finds Felix, but they're still getting taken out. Diving on to Hedge Hippo, but they have been spotted. Stunned out, tackled, dashing away to freedom, taking a lot of damage out, but as Josh tries to chase him down, Blaster Barrage, they are finished off by Lemonelk. Hand of Khonshu did come out, but it wasn't enough to finish anyone off as Keldon has taken down Adorn. And Oblivion continuing the momentum. They are pushing through. Josh has swapped to Hawkeye. Will go down, but they are throwing things at the wall right now. Starting to struggle. Making their way forward. Down goes Felix. No Cocoon at the ready here. There is a Karmic Revival, but you don't want to use it early. Don't want to use it early, don't want to use it too late. It's all about timing with Adam Warlock. pressuring through as best they can. Chaofan is keeping the team topped up as well, doing a great job. Where Adam Warlock lacks in consistent healing. He's very quick burst healing. Mantis makes up perfectly. They are a almost perfect pair for each other. Grooting goes down. Dina's going to be popping that Soul Resurgence. That's Chaofan. Trying to push on through. Josh on the flank. Doesn't want to get chased down by the Hulk. Under sight, pressuring forward, trying to just get them any kind of turnaround. Looking at Phoenix, can't find the shots though. Finally able to land it, gets the pickup. Leo goes down as well though. Both Star-Lords taken out. Of course, struggling a little bit with the terrain. That or our observer feature is struggling a little bit with the terrain. Help! I'm moving. I can't look at that. Keldon trying to hold back the front line, but Grooting is in the back line with the Hulk smash, takes out Chaofan. Felix goes down. Chaofan is in cocoon. They can come back, which they will. Let Lemon Elk back into that Hulk form. And again, the patience we are seeing here out of Gelclord holding on to their revive, but they now have no cocoon. Chaofan will be reviving shortly. They'll be able to make their way back in once again. Adore, who's been absolutely dominant on this Strange up until recently. Putting on as best of a performance to hold this line. They've finally been able to put a stop to Smelvin here, to Oblivion here, sorry. Nice radioactive lockdown onto Adore, but they're still tanking. Groot deep in the backline. Grooting putting on a performance. Being chased down, Adore having a little bit of trouble. Aya Magamoto stuns out 3. Felix dropping low, but they're tagging through counter. Aya Magamoto gets Adoring and Grooting as they are getting dropped down here. Head Hippo with the hand of Conchu, but they are picked off. 2 members down. How patient can Gelclord be? Are they even going to use it? They've still got 38 seconds left, but they don't even need to use it. That is just going to be a 3 cap.
2, 3.
And Oblivion setting themselves up to get back into this game.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Nicely done by Oblivion, setting themselves up beautifully. But will they be able to close it out? Running with the exact same strategy. Smelvin considering a bit of a match. Magic snuck through the draft as well. Banned out consistently. And it looks like they may take the bait and bring it in themselves. Not going to try their own Adam Warlock. They're removing that. They're going to stick with a Cloak and Dagger here. As Josh is considering the magic. Try and burst through that backline that way. Just try and wipe their way through the front line.
He really hates you.
He should. Also, I see you're not taking his advice.
I don't really let people or demons
Smelvin.
tell me what to do.
They need to get the triple cap here to even up that score, take us to a tiebreaker if they want to close out the series here. Otherwise, Oblivion will be taking us to a map number 4. Let's have a look at the Oblivion defensive position. High ground, Keldon. Gelclord just taking shots down range, trying to find someone. Felix higher up on another building. Lemon Elk sticking with Keldon here as Hench Hippo. Sees the flags. Interesting arc placement. A little bit harder to spot there. I do like it. Let's check out the magic. Making their way in, slow and steady. Not getting the jump up to the high ground, not ideal. Josh having to take a bit of a longer way round here. Finds the Star-Lord, tries to finish them off. Felix being hyper-mobile. And here comes Josh into the front line trying to take someone out. But again, can't seem to find anyone. Sending out the demons for a little bit of a delay. Percentage is ticking up right now. Oblivion have been driven back here. Down goes Kieran, but so does Lemon Elk. Big damage, there we go. Finds Chaofan, Adore goes low, takes out the Onk, but Josh is basically out of this fight right now. Gets an unbreakable guard, but needs some support as their team has fallen. There's the Adam Warlock. They've decided to give it a go.
Focus on the battle.
This will give Leo the opportunity to try and be a little more sticky in this fight. Trying to stay in. Blaster Barrage denied by the unbreakable guard of Grooting. Phoenix going to be backing out, holding on to that front line as best as they can. Josh is deep in there, trying to get Felix there, chasing them down. Going to back away, not get caught out. Hench Hippo getting some good damage. Aya Magamoto came out. This is an intense duel right now. There's only a couple people still on the point, but they're still trying to hold it. Down goes the Hulk, and this will be Smelvin taking out the banner, forcing back the members of Oblivion with the zoning. And Smelvin begin the push. Spider Zero is active. And they're now in the position where they can try and push this in. Getting some good damage. Trying to be careful, trying not to get caught out of position. Master Weaver saying hello to our teams as they try and pressure their way in. Josh once again dropped low. Map healing, props them back up. Little bit of damage, but not hyper committing right now as Felix takes to the sky. Galactic Legend wipes out the entire Guardians trio, taking them all off the board here, leaving just Grooting, who is a little bit low. They're going to stagger that elimination. Really try to stagger him away from the rest of his team. They take him out before he gets the map heal, though. Very nice. Very nicely done. Both Adam Warlocks with the Karmic Revival right now. Grooting transforming back in base. Leo getting a little bit of poke. Send themselves up best they can. Dark Child at the ready for Josh. Hench Hippo. Arc onto the board, take it out nice and quickly. Here comes Dark Child for Josh. Stunned out very quickly, but still healthy. Pushing into the backline, trying to set themselves up for a quick burst. But they can't get close enough. They're zoned out too far. Hand of Kanchu, dropping Hulk. Karmic Revival from Dinas, trying to give their team the chance to get back into the fight, but no one went down. Venus comes back. Now it's Jelk's turn. Might be time for a Karmic Revival as their team is starting to drop low. Taking damage though, forced to try and retreat as that is going to be a very aggressive magic. Yeah, literally chasing down the Cocoon form with the team already down. There's no point with that Karmic Revival now. This is the value of a magic sometimes. Pressuring onto that backline, preventing those high power abilities like that Karmic Revival as Smelvin are pushing in very safely here, making their way towards that point number 2. Nice stun out as Chow and Jelk are taken down once again. Keldon is out. Hench Hippo trying to stay up, able to dash away. But Lemon Elk taken down here.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The momentum is correct there. And Smelvin pushing in, setting themselves up for what could be a tiebreaker scenario. A little bit of pressure onto Felix. Map heal though, making that numbers fight game a little bit rougher for them. Forced to back out. Team split in two, into the backline, trying to take out the Adam Warlock. Gets sedated and knocked down. Nicely done by Chow Fan there with the turnaround. Felix is eliminated instantly as they try to engage. Leo revives. Getting themselves back into this game with the Cocoon. Jelklord has been holding on to this Karmic Revival for so long now. How patient can they be? Will they even find the space to turn this round? Hench Hippo has moved on to the Namor for a little bit of extra tankiness. Here comes the revive. Off to the side, giving them the angle. Leo is taken down 2 with the Galactic Legend. Chow Fan will be revived. Can't get to Felix though. Dark Child for Josh to try and burn through the remaining members. Getting huge damage, looking for Chow Fan, takes them down. They are deep in that backline now, keep them away from the spawn, do the damage, and they do so, wiping out the defense. And Smelvin are about to even up the score right now. Portal to trap them in base, beautifully done. And that is going to be a nice, calm, relaxed move onto that final point. We are heading into the tiebreaker. Whoever makes it further in the time remaining will be taking this map. And if it's Smelvin, then this series is over. Let's see what they can do. Will they swap anything around? Hedge Hippo rotating off yet another pick here to the board. Little bit of zoning damage. And Smelvin on defense this time. Is it more their defensive pick, or is it going to work on the offense as well? Pressure is on. It quite literally, no hyperbole, comes down to this. Dini's has found the auto attack cancel option for the Namor. You can see there's the normal attack speed for Namor. But if you hold down on PC, this would be left click. I do not know, I assume it's a trigger for consoles. If you hold down your regular attack button and then tap your Cosmic Cluster, your right click, then you can double hit and also just get a faster regular standard auto speed. It's a nice little trick. Carries over into Season 1 as well, so if you're an Adam Warlock player out there, might be worth giving it a try. Felix. Onto that Winter Soldier here, moving off of the Star-Lord. Choosing instead to just try and melt through this front line by separating out the front liners. Gets taken out fast though. Smelvin. Holding the line for the moment, but Keldon is on the point. Buying a little bit of time. Josh trying to cut the team in two with that magic pressure, with that zoning. Hedge Hippo still on the board. They have abandoned their own Adam Warlock here. They've moved right back into the Lunar Snow and the Mantis. Going hard on the aggression. Doctor Strange in the backline, causing quite a bit of difficulty as Oblivion is starting to fall here. We're already in overtime. Trying to tank it, trying to hold it. Here comes the Horde of Proteus, takes out the backline. Dines is dropped, as is Kieran. Both of them have the Cocoon as Leo into that Galactic Legend, melting the entire front line. Looking for Felix as well. Remove the bodies. Hulk smash to buy a little bit of extra time and try and hold that overtime, as we've already seen the tanks manage to make their way back in. Lemon Elk is trying to hold the line as best they can, stunned down, but they've got the hit point pool. Karmic Revival, bringing back the members of Smelvin as they are holding the line. Here comes the Karmic. There was the Gamma Pulse there. Kraken Impact came out, but they're not finding the eliminations here as Smelvin force back Oblivion at 0%. They now have double the time that Oblivion did to get a single third of this first point. Smelvin with that Adam Warlock. Back in play. Saved them last round, bringing it back one more time. Hedge Hippo sticking with the board. Good zoning potential. Oh, thinking about swapping. We're back to Moon Knight. Also good zoning potential. That arc could be the difference between a team wipe and not. Let's see what they can do. Let's check out the defensive positions of Oblivion, as this all comes down to them right now. They have to hold this. Hedge Hippo up to the high ground. Staying very far back, very safe. Not wanting to get picked off early. Both teams now busting out that Adam Warlock. Numbers is the name of the game.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, all ultimates, as you can see here, are reset at this stage. So the teams are on even stead here. Cosmic Clusters coming out from Jelk. On the attack speed bonus from auto-cancelling is... excuse me! Is strong. Cosmic Cluster will absolutely melt someone if you can land them. Kieran keeping the team up. Josh holding the line for the moment. Waiting for their chance to strike. Taking a little bit of damage. They're not going too deep yet. Now they found some backline members. Grabbing the map heal. Trying to focus. Trying to take out the Star-Lord. Chasing them down, but baited out here. Felix putting on quite the performance. Leo taken down as well as Smelvin. Getting pushed back with now only a minute to go. Using the cocoon right off the bat here.
60 seconds left.
Gel clawed up to the high ground. Big damage onto Adore there, doing a great job. Adore is trying to tag as best they can. Not going to back all the way up, though. They're waiting for the rest of the team. Unbreakable Guard coming in, keeping Adore up. Soul Bond from Dinas, giving them the opportunity to push through. Here comes Josh. Tight enclosed spaces are where Magic can really start to mess you up. On the backline, trying to take out the healer, which they do, but they're into the cocoon, meaning that Chao Fan can come back. Here's the Karmic Revival to bring the team back in. Jelklord popped into cocoon, though, meaning they can't spread that revival area. It's Smelvin ticking up, only one body left on the point. Keldon is trying to hold, trying to delay, but they are taken out. And that is it, Smelvin secure the win.
3.
Smelvin with the 33%, 7 seconds left, not even needing overtime. Find the angle, taking out the Adam Warlock at the perfect moment to secure their win, to prevent the team getting revived, as the Adam Warlock revive radius is directly in the revive or in an area around Adam Warlock. If you take them out after the revive, then that area is removed, because Adam can move and like change where the revive area comes in, so being able to target them down at that exact moment was perfect. Smelvin, they secure the victory. 20 final hits. Leo and Josh topping the numbers. Felix just a little bit below them with 17. Damage output, Jelklord, despite losing, they're the one who started with the Adam Warlock, finding 4 final hits, 13k damage, showing that they do know what they're doing. This was a pick that they had planned. But Dinas bringing it out when their team needed it, and it did work out. Top healing, but only barely, coming in for Kieran, Chaofan. 1k behind them, barely any difference. Top damage done. Hench Hippo with 28k between the Mord and the Moon Knight. They were spreading that damage out pretty effectively. And most damage blocked, again, only by 1k. It is going to be Keldon just barely pipping out Adore, although Adore did get 26k damage. These two teams, statistically, in terms of the actual numbers, so close. But it's the actual eliminations. While the stats are similar, the difference is Smelvin actually finished the eliminations. They actually got the pickups. And as such, they are moving on to the upper bracket final. Oblivion, they will get their second chance down in the lower bracket. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a like so that you can see when that game comes around. For now, though, everybody, thank you all very much for watching. I have been Tetcher. I have been your caster for today. Like, comment, subscribe. What's a question for today? What's some comment engagement? I don't know if people have watched the Spiffing Brit video, but what would be really fun is if you all left a comment just talking about something that's definitely going to be like engagement farming. I don't know what that would be. Maybe check out that Spiffing Brit video. But you know what? Just abuse the system. Why not? I get money from YouTube ads. So y'all but the comments are read by the algorithm. So let me know what your favourite part of the match was, using some algorithm abuse. I'll never ask for this again, unless it really works. But thank you all very much for watching. Your really kind comments, like these are not like the joking ones. Your kind comments have just been so wonderful of helping me just stay motivated, keep doing this, because the game is so fun. But doing so many of these in one day in a lot of the times is very tiring. And then I'll just get a comment, like a message on my phone saying, hey, this person says you've done a really good job and they love you. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. That's really nice. So thank you all once again for the support that you give. It is ridiculously appreciated. As I've said so many times before, I'm an independent. I do this on my own. I'm not hired by Marvel Rivals yet. Continue to touch wood. But I do it because I love it, and I appreciate you all joining me and enjoying it with me. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.